Hey everyone, this is Don here, and I wanted to make a quick little video to talk about the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate leak that surfaced today, which shows Ken Masters as a playable character. There was also that nut Pokemon found in network traffic data for Pokemon Go, but I don't want to talk about that right now. I want to talk about Smash Bros. If this picture is real, Ken would presumably be a Ryu Echo Fighter, and it would also basically confirm a leak out there and some theories about Incineroar making it in as a new playable character. We've already discussed Ken as a Echo Fighter briefly on our channel in a podcast, and it makes sense because Ken is the original Echo Fighter. He's Ryu, but with a few slightly different properties on his moves. And so, this image begs the question, is it real or fake? It was actually our very own David who showed this image to me, and ever since then I've been looking at this picture extensively. I've even tried messing with it in Photoshop to find some sort of discrepancy. I've been looking at Ken's abs and massive biceps and luscious lips for long enough to say that I'm qualified to say this image is either real or the work of someone who put in an incredible amount of work to make it look real. Seriously, even though this picture is blurry, you can see the details and texture and the lighting of Ken's gi. The shaders alone make sense for this stage, because each stage does that differently. That's the work of a professional. Someone taking a quick crappy picture on their phone to get 15 minutes of fame seems a little more likely to me. Another friend of mine showed me the full image that Ken was cropped from, which makes this all even harder to deny. It seems to have been taken during development. You can see debug stats, memory usage, power consumption, CPU threading. If you'll notice, Pichu's portrait in the HUD is strangely not popping out of the square, but considering we're looking at the debug menu, this is something that was taken during development. It makes sense to me to have a temporary HUD element for the time being. We've already had temporary renders from what we've seen of the invitational demo build. The time in the top right corner is also at an oddly very precise time, but again, we're looking at them testing the game. If they're going to be doing testing on the game, they could potentially have the timer display whatever they want and not necessarily be constrained to the rules of the timer as if they were actually playing the game. Think of it this way, if I wanted to make a video or take a screenshot of something from Smash Bros, I wouldn't be playing on time. And as far as I know, the background isn't taken from an existing video or screenshot with Moray Towers. But the biggest reason why I think this image is real is because of Ken's foot. Ken's foot is clipping through the ramp. Now, that is such a specific imperfection that only the game being played in real time would do, especially when you consider that Ken is doing a fixed taunt animation. If Ken was in his idle, the game would have its feet level with the surface that he's standing on, but even then I'd imagine it'd still do a bit of clipping. If someone faked that, I'd be really impressed they paid that much attention to those details. Anyway, I want to know what you guys think. Is this image real or fake? Maybe there was something that I didn't point out but you saw and feel like would be a more than enough reason to prove that it's real or fake. Leave a comment below. If you've seen any of our other videos, you know that I do try to read all of the comments and give replies. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and then hit that bell. Thanks for watching.